All right, we are on the road. We have left Nashville now. We are still in Tennessee. We want to get out and camp in the Ouachita National Forest. We have a tent and we have an air mattress. We have no way to blow up said air mattress. We don't have a portable toilet with us. We don't even have a shovel with us. We don't have a table with us. We have a lot of don't haves on the camping needing list. All right, so we have a blanket, we got a couple sheets, we got a couple pillows, and a flat paper thin air mattress. I'm more concerned about you sleeping on the flat ground for your back. That could be a problem. But we here at 3 If by Land, we don't make excuses. That's not how we roll. We don't make excuses. We rent cabins.
Oh, we do.
So we are in the Ouachita National Forest in Arkansas. We have been trying for hours to find a place to camp, and we just don't know this area at all. We have no reception, so iOverlander and other apps that we use are absolutely worthless. So, and we've tried some other areas, campsites that were supposed to be available, and sorry, we got stuff flying everywhere. We stocked up like in all this stuff to go camp, and we're finding roads closed, forest roads closed, and we just don't know the area, so it is what it is. But we got a cool water crossing right here. So we had hoped to camp on something just like this, but we can't find any places where you can camp, any existing fire rings. And we're not going to cross that river in the Gladiator without knowing that for sure we could get a campsite over there. So, another failed attempt. Well, it is now 5:59 p.m. We could not find a campsite in the Ouachitas. While we were in the National Forest, we had no reception, so we couldn't even look up what's the policies for just finding a forest road and camping. We went down a bunch of forest roads, miles and miles and miles, some of it by foot, some of it in the Gladiator, most of it in the Gladiator, to find nothing with a fire ring. And I'm like, I don't know the rules around here about just stacking up and making your own fire ring. So, and nothing that looks like it had been camped in. So we're just like, oh, this is crazy. And we went back and forth so many times in that forest to find trails closed, to find iOverland spots that didn't exist. So, enough of that. Right now we just want to get somewhere and call it a night, because we've been driving all day, like literally pretty much all day, to not disperse camp anywhere. It is what it is. All right, we have landed in Hot Springs, Arkansas, and now we are in a cabin. Nothing new for this trip, but check it out. This one's kind of cool. Oops. Bunk beds, a little table right here. And this one, we are going upscale. It's got its own bathroom, which we haven't had at the other cabins. So,
Pretty happy about that.
getting in at a decent hour. We're gonna make some dinner.
Yep.
Should we get some firewood?
I think we should.
I think we should.
Tonight we are making burgers on the squawk for dinner, and a nice little simple salad for Jeff and Bailey of mozzarella and tomatoes. I think it's gonna be pretty good.
Now we're just relaxing, a nice super easy dinner, and we're big fans of burgers, so that's an easy one for us to do. And this is a gorgeous place that we're camped at right now. We're cabin camping at. This is just, I'm loving Arkansas.
It's very pretty.
Loving Hot Springs, Arkansas so far. Good morning. It is beautiful today. We're on an incredibly gorgeous hike. I gotta say, we are falling in love with Arkansas.
Yeah.
The more days we are here. We tried to do this hike yesterday and we had some horrible weather, bad storms, thunder, lightning, etc. So we thought, you know what? We're gonna hang out in this part of Arkansas a little bit longer and do this hike because we wanted to see all of this.
So we were walking across this bridge and we found these bugs, and if anybody has any idea what these things are, please tell us.
The trail that we are on is called Falls Branch Trail, and I guess we knew that there were going to be a lot of a waterfall that we would come to, but it's pretty much just falls the whole way down. It's absolutely gorgeous in here.
This part of Arkansas is full of springs, and we just found one.
So you probably noticed that we're out on a hike and Natalie's wearing flip-flops, Bailey's wearing Tevas. This wasn't the plan for this trip that we're on now. But we got to this part of the country and we're like, we gotta go explore. So, as ill-prepared as we are, we press on.
Yep.
Don't get your flip-flops wet.
Yeah, it's actually kind of nice.
This is a part of the country that we want to spend a lot more time in, and we also would like to maybe at some point get some land here in Arkansas, maybe possibly Kentucky, not sure, but somewhere where there's a ton of trees and a ton of water.
We really enjoy hiking.
Yep.
And so we're just wondering, do you guys like seeing hikes like this? We like the nature and, you know, the exercise and all that comes with it. And so we've kind of been trying to video some of it. Do you guys like it? Is it something that you're interested in seeing? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know. And if there's a better way for us to shoot hiking or show it to you, we'd really love to keep hiking and videoing it because we just think it's so beautiful, and probably very few people that watch this video have been on this trail, so we're trying to take you along with us. I'm gonna tell you, we've been on some beautiful hikes and this one ranks up there with one of the most beautiful.
There is so much gorgeous water around here. I really wish we had brought our bathing suits because it is plenty warm to go for a swim down there. And the water is so gorgeous. Up here we're going to come up to a pretty big lake here in just a little bit. But I don't think we're going to go for a swim today.
Oh, this is so gorgeous. Look at this. This is where the river and all of these streams and spring-fed streams and creeks and all these things, they start to converge now. And look at the water flow.
Good morning. We are at Hot Springs National Park today. This park is really unusual because I wasn't even sure, other than it kind of gives you a way in, but how do you get here? Where's the visitor center? Because it's in sort of a downtown. It's like its own downtown area. We're at the first hot springs that we've come to, and it is beautiful and incredibly hot. You can feel the heat coming towards you. You can't keep your hand in for very long. Really hot, but really gorgeous.
So looking in the street here, you're gonna see there's just a bunch of huge magnolia trees, which are gorgeous and they're in bloom right now. And also there's all of this old architecture, all these buildings. Some of them are abandoned, some of them are for sale, some of them are getting renovated. But man, look, it's really pretty. I'm having to adjust because we're used to going to like Arches National Park, Canyonlands, the ones around Colorado. And we get here and it's like there's buses and roads and buildings, but it's so beautiful. It's great being in the South because, have mercy, I don't know, it's just the South, this is probably more like mid-America. But there's trees everywhere. Oh, it's beautiful. So there's hiking trails here that we want to do, at least pick, you know, one or two of the trails and check out because it's so beautiful. And then the national park also has something they call Bathhouse Row. To go into the hot springs here, to actually submerge in them and enjoy them, you have to go into one of these bathhouses.
There are springs all over town.
Yes.
That you can drink from. Hot springs that you can drink from, and a couple of cold ones. So.
Definitely. We brought our bottles with us so we can fill up with some spring water. And this is where our favorite water, our favorite sparkling water, Mountain Valley, comes from these here springs and these here mountains. So, pretty cool. So this is in the visitor center, and this is one of the original bathhouses. So you got a changing area. I don't think that's a shower. It's a changing area right there. Then you got pretty large tub, all of the plumbing and everything that just brings in that natural spring water to you. So these are called head out vapor cabinets. I think it was like the original microwave oven. So you sit in this big box and you put your head out through here, and it's like 120 to 140 degrees of steam. That seems extreme. I don't know about that. And then they have these like steam showers that just hit you with all of these different things and just blast you like you're in a car wash. So when we get back outside, I'll kind of tell you about the river that runs through here, but check this out. This is it down in the basement of the visitor center, which is Fordyce Springs. And you can see all the crystals. Well, I hope you can see them. Crystals all surrounding that water running through there. All right, so we're in now. They call it the dressing room. It's like a locker room. It contains all of these little changing rooms, all made out of, it looks like mahogany to me. And then they have lockers that you can rent. Well, you used to be able to rent.
So we're in the locker rooms right now, the men's locker rooms, and it feels very weird being in here, being a girl. So I kind of want to get out of here because it feels so weird.
I'll tell you what, with all of our advances in technology and whatnot, I don't know. I kind of like the way they used to do it. Things are made out of marble and stone, and now our cars are made out of plastic. This is just beautiful.
I miss the old days.
You weren't even alive for the old days.
I know, and I wish I was.
I mean, none of us are really alive for these old days.
Yeah.
These are beautiful days. You know, we're supposed to have it so much better now.
I think they do.
But these people live pretty good.
These are the wealthy people.
That's true. So that was Fordyce Bathhouse, which is now the visitor center and information center for the national park. Look at that building behind. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so I told you that there's something about the river here. Well, it's under the street. Back in the late 1800s, because the town was growing so much, we had Bathhouse Row on this side, and we had stores and shops and a mountain over on that side. And the river ran right through here. They just put it 20 feet below the ground, put it in almost like a pipe system, and then they put a road over the top of it and put trees over the top of it. So it's right under there. We just can't see it. So many of these natural springs. I mean, they don't call it hot springs for nothing. That's some seriously hot water. Even today, it's supposed to be, what, like 90 degrees. And if you catch it just right, you can see steam coming from this thing on a 90-degree day. Have mercy.
All right, so we've walked most of the Bathhouse Row. It's really neat. The buildings are super neat, cool. It's definitely, or there's a good reason why they made it a national park. I think Roosevelt did back in the 30s. And I don't know, with all the water, it kind of reminds us of Manitou Springs. So it's really a neat place.
Back when we were in Larkspur, and it was cold every night and most of the days, Natalie was saying, oh, I just want to get somewhere where it's just hot and lay down on the rocks.
Have you heard me complain?
It's 90 degrees right now, and of course we're in Arkansas, so it's really humid.
Have you heard me complain?
I have not heard you complain one bit. No, it feels good. It's good not to have your skin dry. And
yeah. I mean, it's nice not to be in the beating sun. Down there it's pretty hot, but here it's nice.
Yeah, up here in the shade, especially on this path, it's really nice. So we filled up that water bottle in the Arlington Hotel, which is right up there. It's a beautiful old hotel, and it's enormous. It's under, I would say, a partial renovation. So they're in the process of opening up more and renovating more of the hotel, but man, it is gorgeous. So we found the cold spring.
Yes.
And it is cold water. It's not just not burning water. It's actually really nice, cool water, which is wild. It's not a very long walk from 143 degree hot springs, but that one's great. Water tasted great too.
It's very good.
Bailey, what'd you think?
It was so good.
It's really good. It's mineral water, but not minerally. Like in Manitou Springs, the water is very minerally. Like, in fact, there's one that it's just terrible. It tastes like iron.
Yeah, it tastes like blood.
Yeah, it's awful. But this really just tastes really good.
Yeah, that's really good water. And you saw all the people lining up, and there's just more and more coming. And they bring their 5 gallon, 1 gallon, 2 gallon, whatever. by the truck full, by the car trunk full. And
Some people around here, that's all they drink. They come fill water up and
yeah, we met a couple back there saying that, and a young guy too as well, and he was saying, that's all I drink. I don't drink city water. I don't drink tap water. So really cool. You know, for us, we don't really drink normal tap water. We filter it all, but this stuff you don't have to filter. It's so much easier, so much better. So today we are exploring the Ozark Mountains. We spent a fair amount of time in the Ouachitas, which are really amazing, and now we're in the Ozarks. We've been driving around a couple forest roads, found a gorgeous but really popular swimming hole. We found a little bit of camping around here, and now we're on a hiking trail leading to what should be a beautiful waterfall into a pool. So how beautiful is that?
it's really pretty. Water feels great.
The water's amazing. The falls are gorgeous, and you know, like any waterfall, I guess, the amount of rainfall they get here dictates how much water comes off of here. And right now it's a lot of water coming off. Really beautiful. I'm gonna go in for a second. Well, that was a lot of fun. Water's a little bit cool, but very refreshing, not bad. And now it's time for us to head on and see what else we can discover here in the Ozarks. On our way to another trail to hike to, which takes us to another waterfall. I think this one's a little bit smaller than the last one. But it's all so beautiful around here that we're just trying to take in as much as we can. Look how absolutely gorgeous this is. I'm telling you what, we are having such an amazing time here in Arkansas. It's just every day it's something new that's amazing. And we're getting to able to just hike and explore and take it all in. We don't really have a plan each day. We're just going out to explore, and we found a couple trails we wanted to do, a couple hikes that we wanted to do, but basically we are just kind of exploring to see what we can find. And it's amazing. This trail has a lot of poison ivy. And we're all in shorts and kind of water sandals, Tevas, flip-flops, whatever, so we can go get in the water. So we've been exposed to some poison ivy a little bit. All right, we're making our way. Lots of loose rock, roots. I can hear the waterfall. Can't see it yet though. And I think this one, it sounds like it's multiple waterfalls. So we'll see, making our way down there, and got a couple more steep sections it looks like to go through. And then we'll be there to check it on out. So this is the base of that fall system, all this pooling right in here, and I'm gonna walk you guys through all the way. It's like a canyon in here, and you can see all of this rock that's been cut through, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna take you all the way to the waterfalls themselves. Up above this fall is a pond or a pool area and another waterfall above it. So, gotta get up there. You can see the waterfall up there. That's where we're going. This is warmer than the last one we went to. Yeah, this one has more sunshine, so the water's warmer, but not nearly as deep either. And of course the waterfall is shorter. The other waterfall, those three waterfalls on the last one we were at were, I don't know what they were, 30, 40 feet.